Tuning into my live show today. My name is Todd Standing, and I'm a little late. I apologize. I have a good reason to be late, though. Um, I just finished the contract, so I have an announcement. I will be coming to Washington State for the Sasquatch Summit. I believe that's November 17th. So I'm down in the United States of America. Oh, it's like 2 weeks from now. So I'm really excited to be back there. I had a great time last time I was there. Brian, what do you show up as? Maintenance worker or something? He'll be on here eventually. I'd like him to come down and see me. And of course, Larry Nanalia. If you're not watching this, what's going on here? Remember to guard. I don't have my comments coming up. Oh, I love it when YouTube changes everything in their format and stuff. It's so just not fun. So hey, there we go. So that's Brian. Brian, I'm coming to Qualico Beach. It's about 2.5 hours from you. So yeah, I'd love for you to come hang out. I'll be there for a couple days. I'd like to. I'm gonna do something. Maybe get a table for you guys at Nia Bay or something. Like I really like my heart in Washington State is I mean I love the place. There's so many great people that I got to meet there, and I'm excited to talk and meet with people. But it's really Nia Bay. Is just it's really my spot. The Macaw people are amazing. I have so much fun down there, and so I could have so many VIPs come out there, and I really would like to, you know, get y'all cooperating really well, because Qualico Beach is not far from Nia Bay, and I'll be coming back just in like 4 months, be back in Nia Bay again this year. So really exciting news. Gosh, so I'm done expeditions. Oh man, whew, it was it was a year. My goodness. So tremendous, incredible results. I have a ton of work to do. Just gathering and compiling all the information that we have. So I'll be answering questions in just a minute, guys. Again, apologize for my tardiness. It's been a totally just a wonderful day. I just had such a great day today, and I just got that deal done for the Sasquatch Summit. So I'm the keynote speaker. I have a table there, and I'll be showing some stuff like I've never, in case so you guys can be the first ever to see it. So this is so when I was filming Kubota, there he is. So this is the actual. So what happened was when I was filming Kubota, the video is rolling, and each frame in the video, it's a full frame. It's about 1 megabyte, but I took a photograph. I'm like, click, and that's 4 megabytes. And I don't know why it turned out like this, but it's really really wide. See how wide it is? The reason I didn't put these out, there's a mistake. It's not. That's just in the printer, but you can see. I'll show you where Kubota is. He's such a. I love this photograph. This is the full photograph. So where the heck is he? I can't even see him. There, I filmed him. There's anyway, that's Kubota right there, and so that's I'll be sign. Look at that, isn't that cool? So Kubota's right here, guys. That's the photograph. It's the eye blinking, amazing photograph. So this has never been put out before, so I'll be signing autographs on this, and a couple other a Jake and a Jane photograph that I love. So yeah, and I'll just be talking to people about Sasquatch. So here's another. I mean, I should have this one too, right? Isn't that amazing? I love this one. So this is a little keychain thing that I had. So it's not focusing. How come it's not focusing? So there's Jane at the top. There's the Kubota photograph, and there's one of my best Jake photographs. I love that one. So I have so many different. Oh man, it's been such an incredible journey doing this Sasquatch research. It's been an honor to work with all the great people and cooperate with all these amazing people. So um, and I will be doing some. I've said yes to a bunch of guest speaking things. It looks like I'll have like 4 to do this year, so I'm really really excited about that. And more expansion, more growth when the next explosion comes, which is it's going to happen soon. There'll be some big explosion. Uh, just there's lots of things that I'm working on. It could be as simple as something like Mr. Beast from YouTube comes on an expedition with me. So I'm negotiating these things. That'll be a huge media explosion for us for the Discovering Bigfoot team because I take people out and show them Sasquatch, and eventually someone's going to come along and say, who's famous or some huge name is going to say, well, show me a Sasquatch. They'll be, okay, well, you could be number 37. You're going to be the 37th person I've taken out and had an eyewitness to Sasquatch. And, but the difference will be, it's not, John Q. Public. It's somebody like Survivor Man, right? Some big name person. And, I keep winning and I keep having tremendous success. So the discovery is happening, ladies and gentlemen. We had tremendous success this year. Again, multiple sightings, multiple individuals, incredible live interactions that you can't even, you just have to be there to experience it. Brian from Sasquatch Odyssey, he's out there and talking lots, and that's good because he was out there, boots on the ground, and he has every right to talk and express his opinions. And so I respect that. And as far as I can see, his he had a great time, and we really enjoyed having him. He's not convinced that my footage is real. He doesn't think my footage is real. My footage is real. So there's nothing I can do about that. But he knows the reality of who I am and what my expeditions entail. And that's what I've been learning for for years and years now. Uh, it's you don't know me until you get out here and you see it. And like, I take people to my house. If they can, they meet my children. Right before the expedition, we have to come back and get the particular foods that we need fresh. So I take them right out of the deep freeze immediately and take them out onto the expedition after we do a grocery stop. So just the point is, it's just so darn personal, right? And people that have been out with me and spend this time with me, you know, there's no more bull. It's all just the absolute truth and down to brass knuckles. And so and that can be said about everybody who's been out with me. And now it's literally like what am I pushing, like got to be coming up on 100 people I've taken out on expedition. It's that significant. There's so many. And but of that large number, maybe half of that have actually done the full 7 days. So more than 50, more like 60 or 70, because that's a whole different ball game when you get out there and you can manage that whole 7 days, 6 nights out in the backcountry wilderness. And people quit, people break, people see a bear and go home because they're terrified. Because again, all the romance of it all, that people play Call of Duty and think they know about war, and you don't. People, they play that there's a shooting game with a Bigfoot in it, Red Dead Redemption, and think they know the wilderness. What? So you read some books, you just don't know. And and I am boots on the ground. I am out there. I am a wilderness expert. Nobody who goes out with me can argue that. I've spent thousands of days in the backcountry wilderness, studying, learning the science with the native, knowledge, and the boots on the ground tracking with, the spirituality and all the connectivity and knowledge and all these people cooperating. It's absolutely magnificent. And I'm so proud. I'm so honored. You know, Now the problem is, where's my book? If you want to do an expedition with me, I don't know how that's going to happen. So I'm booked. Like, I literally sat down this week and went through my list of, so I only take out 30 people. I took out 30 people this year, and I was, completely booked, completely full. Thanks to Kyle and Ashley, other people were taken out without me. I was around. Usually I meet the people, but Kyle and Ashley took people out, and you should know about that. The Kyle took out Sasquatch Odyssey. That's why Brian got to show up. And, Sasquatch Odyssey, and then Kyle took out a family member of his. And of course, the family member loved the expedition, but Brian from Sasquatch Odyssey looked at Kyle and said, "You did a great job. You just did a great job." And the same can be said with Leslie, who went out with Ashley, and anybody who's around Ashley. She does such a great job. She's so beautiful. She's so feminine. She's so amazing. Uh, I'm so blessed to have her in my life, and I extend that to you all. We're so blessed to have someone like her doing this Sasquatch research. She has such a wonderful, feminine, incredible perspective. And when I say beautiful, I'm not talking about, she's healthy and strong and fit. And that's amazing. That's so important, guys. You need to be healthy. Like, I want to talk about this for a second. But anyway, I don't know what I'm doing for expeditions, because problem is, I have people that I didn't take out this year that wanted to come. And I had these 30 people from years previous. I only took out like 3 people, and I have at least 30 that want to come. And then I have these 30 new ones, or 28 new ones that all want to come back. So I'm like full. I'm kind of picking and choosing. I'm having to tell people no. which pains me. But anyways, maybe Kyle and Ashley can take it up. I just have to figure out what we're going to do about that because I want people out. And I'm in 1 week out the next. So it would be absolutely magnificent if I could do more. I need to expand and figure out how to do that. So, it's we'll have to figure that out. So, but if you are interested in an expedition, who knows what can happen? Do send us an email. Get through to us. I literally have hundreds of people that are amazing people. Maybe you're one of them that would love to come out, and I need to expand and figure out how I'm going to do that. So be patient with me, taking it step by step, and we'll figure it out because I know I have to. I have to because there's just so many people that want this, and so many research sites and so much expansion to do. Like it's I have to kind of turn this. I have to put on a business hat now. Writer, director, producer, tracker, wilderness expert, documentarian, and now do some business. So, but we'll work it out. We'll do some great things. And but what I want to talk about too is something that I don't mention though, and I really want to tap on this, guys, because a lot here. I'm going to answer questions pertaining to Sasquatch and stuff, but I really want you all to know, honest to God, I care about you guys, and you really have to be eating good food, drinking clean water, and healthy. So this is what you don't know about me, ladies and gentlemen. As I take people out there, man, we drink structured, incredible glacier water that is so incredibly healthy for you. We eat the most organic, amazing food with specialty ingredients, and then I give people multivitamins, and we take vitamin D. Like, we're so healthy. We get exercise and fresh air. You literally cannot grow and expand. You can't expand spiritually or mentally or emotionally if you're physically damaging yourself. You need to get exercise. You need to get up to a fitness level, do some yoga, get some stretching, and work on your agility and eat really incredibly healthy food. Because if your physical is not up, your emotional, spiritual, that can't be up either. If one's down, they're all down, guys. They're all tied in. You must understand this. So the 5 components that have to be an obsession in your life: your sexuality, which is your life force energy, which I don't mentor and talk about. I don't mentor and do anything. That's your own private business, right? As it should be. That's very personal. But we go emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. All those 4 are my realm. You can't see a Sasquatch if you don't have those 4. And if you're not physically well, you're not mentally well, you're not spiritually well, you're not emotionally well, you can't. People get depressed, people have anxiety. You know what the little secret is, ladies and gentlemen? The facts are out. Thanks to Queensland, Australia. I love what they've done, the Department of Psychology. They gave people medication and psychological treatment, so PhD psychologists and medication. And then they gave people exercise, just exercise, not food, not diet, just exercise them. Guess which one had the best results? It was exercise. PhDs, medicine, prescription, right out the window. There's nothing more important for your mental health than being physically well. They didn't even talk about their diet. I bet you if they put these people on a healthy diet, I mean, if I put water and sewage in my car tank, I'm not going to run good. You're no different. and I want you to know I care. You matter to me. I want to give you all some ambition. It's one of the best things I do on these expeditions. People go home fitter, healthier, and they get addicted to the lifestyle. We ice bath, we talk about, our emotional states and what's going on mentally, and their lives. We get very personal, but your diet and your physical activity, flexibility, it all matters. It matters so much. And you got to get out there. You got to ground. You got to find your equilibrium. You got to disconnect. You got to get back to nature. This is a lot of stuff. But this is at the core foundations of Sasquatch research. I am so, gosh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. You see this? I had cancer on my nose, right? You can't even see that it's there anymore. They kept removing it. I kept sunlight and cancer. Do you know what cured it? I stopped drinking the tap water. It's got chlorine in it. I saw a freaking study where they had these dogs that have these cans of cancer, and they just gave them clean water, and all the cancer went away. You can't sweat. You can't put chlorine in your body. Chlorine is bad. Chlorine bad. Bad. It's the crap they put in pools. They clean your water. If you're drinking water from the tap and you have all these problems, if I have skin cancer, they said it was from the sun, horse manure. I have never gotten more sun on my face without sunscreen than I have this year. This is Ashley's doing. and I have nothing of the skin cancer. And all I did, my main number one thing that changed was I have filtered water. I use an Alexa Pure, and it's $400. You gotta find a way. You can't keep poisoning yourself, guys. You gotta get the fluoride out. It messes your pineal gland. You gotta get clean. You gotta get organic. You gotta clean up. It's so important. You must understand this. Don't take it for granted. Get some freaking exercise. Go out, pick up some weights. Go for a walk. Do some yoga. I don't know. Ride a bike. Find a way. It's so important. It'll pay you back. For you to say something preposterous like I used to say, I don't have the time. You know what kind of manure that is? When you go for 30 minutes a day, even 20 minutes a day, just pick up some weights, do some exercise. And if you did it every day, literally, you put yourself at an elite level, and that 20 minutes a day will pay you back by sleeping better, feeling better, moving better, clarity of mind. It pays you back. You can't, like, I sleep better when I do my workouts, when I get my exercise. I'm actually so I don't like cardio, but I have to do cardio to sleep well at night. I have to ice bath to sleep well at night. I have bad insomnia. It's part of my obsession with, Sasquatch. I get bad insomnia. I can't shut my mind off. I'll tell you, when I've done my cardio, hard cardio, and I've done my ice bath, I sleep like a baby, and I don't need nothing. No supplements, no drugs, because all that crap is bad, so bad. Get away from pharmaceuticals. You know, natural paths of the way. Naturopathic medicine is so, so, so good for you. Chemical crap is so bad. So that's my spew about that. I really care about you guys, and that is the keystone to the success of everything I do for Sasquatch research. I've been an athlete my whole life. I'll always be an athlete. I can hike up and kick ass in mountains. I'm actually 50 years old now, and I can still hike up radium like a freaking Navy SEAL. Like, I kill it. I'm so strong. I'm so fit. I train so hard. I work so hard. I'm obsessed with my personal health, and that's what people learn about me on these expeditions. And they learn that I care about them, and I'm gonna kick your ass when it comes to what you're eating. I'm not gonna be sympathetic if you're addicted to ding dongs and ho hos and chocolate bars. You're literally killing yourself. And I'd ask you this: if you smoke, if you're addicted to squishies or chocolate bars, you know what that, donuts, I don't care what it is. Why do you hate yourself? You know it's bad for you, and you go do it. And then when you do it even worse, don't you feel bad after? Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. You feel guilty. Why do you hate yourself? Love yourself. Treat yourself like you're a superhero. Be so amazing. Take care of yourself. Because there are people that care about you, and I care about you. So please go out there, take care of yourself. It's going to change humanity. And I know there's only thousands of people that watch this show. Please, let's all work towards it. I want that on your mind. What does it have to do with Sasquatch research? Everything. Everything to do with it. People come out, they get healthy, they take care of themselves, they go up spiritually, they go up mentally, they go up emotionally, right? Because they go up physically, getting fresh air, eating healthy food, boom, they have a Sasquatch encounter. It can't happen. I've literally seen Sasquatch smell a person and go, oh, they're toxic, and they leave. What are you talking about, Todd? I'm literally telling you, a primatologist came out, this amazing lady who had primate experience with gorillas, incredible woman, blew my mind. What was she eating? Jujubes and Coca-Cola. That was one of her main things. These little jujube things that are terrible for you. I literally, one of my first mind speaks, I didn't believe it at the time, but I figured it out later. She went and peed in the wilderness. The Sasquatch got within 30 yards of her pee and went, why did she do that to herself? And stayed away from her. They were afraid of her because of how toxic she was to her own body. Do you understand that? That person, that lady is just, she's a good lady and she's nice and I liked her, but she's really kicking her ass. She would be so much better if she didn't put that crap in her body. And the Sasquatch was unforgiving of that. If you're poisoning yourself, you got something wrong with you, and I don't want to be associated with you. They literally judge people like that, and I admire that. I literally admired it. As I learned to understand why the Sasquatch was so like, good. Why did she? Oh, what's she eating? Horror. Literally. So now, and this is, the expeditioners mostly know this. I get people to go pee out in the wilderness because the Sasquatch is going to judge you. They judge you on everything, and rightly so, in ways that us human beings don't judge one another. They judge based on that stuff. How healthy are you? How fit? How good are you eating? How much do you love yourself? Because you can't really love yourself and put crap, like, chocolate bars are empty death calories full of crap fructose sugar that's going to hurt you. Why would you do that? You're you're so precious. You're so valuable. So you got to care about yourself. Please love yourself. Get up and kiss yourself and love yourself. And take care of yourself. Make a difference. So that's my spew for today, and it specifically pertains to Sasquatch research. Let's answer some questions. So Brian, you, my friend, we need to talk. Like, if not this week, next week. I'm calling Larry and Analia. I'm calling you. Like, send me a text, brother, because I want you guys. Like, I just love Nia Bay. I love you guys so much, and I want you guys to get. I want you guys to have some impact out there. So come help. Not even. It's you guys have such great messages, and you guys you guys just deserve some credit. So not much time. Hi Todd, Mark. Hi from Arizona. Hello Christine. Hello, Andy. Hello, James. Good evening. Boom. Hello, James. So nice to have you, my friend. So, nobody special. I think you're somebody special. Hey, Todd. Great show. Great work in the field. Awesome. Somebody special. I'm going to call you somebody special. Thank you so much. Jason. Boom. From Ontario. My man. Oh, my God. So, little story about Jason Shoot, the man who had a spiritual animal, the second man who ever had a spiritual animal ritual, as far as I know, up in Radium. uh, I just think about it so much. What happened to him? So he literally, Jason is so clean and flows so brilliantly. He's got so much Zen in his life. He's a real Zen human being. But his spiritual animal ritual was very simple. He was in pain, agonizing pain, so bad, like his knee was hurting. Just he probably had pain in a lot of different spots. I think Jason, but one spot was so bad he got up the mountain with a knee was just ripping on him. He didn't know how he was going to get down. It was so bad. Sasquatch came up to him, touched his forehead, took the pain away, judged him, and then he went and had his encounter with an incredibly beautiful grizzly bear, a wild mountain grizzly bear up in the northerns of Canada, like a Rocky Mountain, beautiful grizzly bear. So it doesn't even surprise me as a colleague, maybe a shaman, maybe a teacher to Jason. I'm accepting that role. When he discussed it with me, it was very clear to us that that's what happened, and Ashley was a huge part of that as well. And so incredible stuff happening. That's again, how can a Sasquatch do that? How can a Sasquatch just literally energy boom clean Jason, give him a spiritual animal and connect him like that? And again, it's what does Sasquatch drink? Beautiful glacier water, structured, incredibly healthy. All the minerals and nutrients that you need, that we put in our vitamins, are in that water. They eat clean, healthy. They're connected to the earth, and they're capable of doing incredible things because their physical is so high. Because of how healthy they are, their mental and emotional and spiritual is right through the roof. I mean, it's so clear to me. It's so obvious to me, and I love that about them. So amazing stuff going on, guys. The Sasquatch are my teachers, and nobody's gonna concur with me more profoundly than Jason Shoot. When, like, I couldn't have done that spiritual animal ritual, right? They are literally levels above me because they're so clean and amazing. So Andrew, man, hello from June and Andrew in the Blue Mountains of Australia. Man, Andrew. Oh, Bigfoot encounter at gmail.com. Even I'm gonna put up here for you. I need to get to Australia. The Darnum Junk Tribe has been calling me for over a decade. There's a shaman, and I don't even know if he's still alive, 10 years ago, that reached out to me, and he found me through his niece, who searched for me online. He was having dreams about me. I need to get to those Blue Mountains and the Darnum Junk Tribe of Australia. And oh my God, sir, like it's paining me. And I tried so many times and had all these attempts, successes fail. Been very frustrating. But I don't know if you can get a hold of me, sir. Contact the website, and I'd love to find a way to get down there and do some stuff. Hamish and Andy wanted to do a show with me. Oh my God. I would love to get down there. Australia's calling me so badly with their Yowie, and I just want to get there so badly. So let's make it happen. Hey, Todd from Ontario. Hello, Jelly. You get success with Sasquatch? Because I got Jason shooting Ontario. He's amazing. So Soul says, keep going, Todd. We're all watching the show and watching your show, The World of Truth, and we are. All of us are together. This is the Discovering Bigfoot Cooperation, man. I just this show is just so good for me. It's always been so good for me. I was going through hard times in my life, and I always felt like I just come to a show and just forget about it and just talk Sasquatch and with you guys, and it just always helped me so much. Hi, Christy from Scotland, watching and loving your amazing expedition. Hello, Christy. Man, is there a Sasquatch out there? I took out some English, and now there's a lake district where they show me tree breaks that look very authentic. How could there be Sasquatch out there? And they believe there are Sasquatch out there. And I'm just thinking, there can't be. How is this possible? But with the Sasquatch, who knows? They're so amazing. Hey, Todd. Hey, all Indian Lake Adirondacks here. Man, there's so Sasquatch in the Adirondacks. 100% been there. That's going to be in a section of my documentary. Good day, sir. Hail from Nashville. Nashville, Michigan? There's a Nashville in Michigan? Cool. Michigan's amazing. Got the Great Lake right there, right? Imagine being so intentionally obtuse to ignore the vast preponderance of evidence that this creature exists. What I should screenshot that. Imagine being so intentionally obtuse to ignore the vast preponderance of evidence that this creature exists. Yeah. I always want to make you a mediator for that. What an incredibly accurate comment. I mean, big guy who wrote that. You know what just blows me besides the DNA, the eyewitness accountings. I mean, if you have any respect for law and justice, we took this to court, which I tried to. They just wouldn't let me go. We've actually got this into court, just into a courtroom. Like we would have 10,000 witnesses show up and swear that this being is real with DNA. But one of the funniest things I just love talking about is Jeff Meldrum had the feet scientifically accepted as real from a real being, an indigenous being that lives here in North America. The feet are not human. They're from a completely different, at least subspecies of human. Like the feet are nothing like ours. They're very, very different. So he had the feet accepted, but just not the rest of the body. Like there's no precedence for how intentionally obtuse and immensely preposterous, there's my words, that this creature absolutely does exist. I mean, it's just to think not, it just blows my mind. The Patterson footage is absolutely real. And like, wow. So 100% concurring with you, big guy, which is a cool name. Do they have fingernails and toenails? Absolutely, yes. I remember seeing fingernails specifically. They're like black, or maybe not jet black, maybe like a gray color. Man, they were so dark and they were so thick looking, and the lines in them, I could see lines. It was Jake whose hand that I saw when he was looking at me, and they have such a space. See, I have a bit of a space in my palm here. Theirs is so big they could literally, if they scooped into water, they could have like 2 cups of water in it. I've seen that on multiple occasions. The space, the black fingernails. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, gosh, I saw black fingernails in my sighting just a month ago. Yeah, because he was. Yeah, I saw his hand quite clearly. Put his hand up on a bit of a tree, and I saw his incredible black, gray, because it's not jet black, it's kind of off black, but then those fingernails, I can see them clearly. So I wonder the question is, how do they trim them? Because man, they look so thick. So hello from Ohio. Ohio has incredible Sasquatch activity. I don't know so much about this grassman green thing though. Todd, the store is reopening? No, the store is not reopening. I'm just gonna find a way to do. I have ideas for merch and stuff, but I'm just not much of a business guy that way. I have so much on my plate, so hard to get done what I have, and I don't get much satisfaction from the business of doing that kind of stuff. It's not my thing. I'm not a businessman, I'm not an internet marketing guy. I just don't want to do that stuff, and it's just not my thing. It's just not. And so I maybe later when things get bigger, but I'm just not going to do it. Somebody else has to take that on. Can't wait to see your hard work, bro. Thank you so much. From Jason J. Pride. Larry Hughes, hey Todd, from Idaho. And when I drove through Idaho to go see Jeff Meldrum. Maybe I go through Idaho to get to Neah Bay every year. There's a section I drove through where the salmon spawn, and I saw tree breaks like crazy on those rivers. And then I think it was the Sasquatch Summit, a man from Idaho. There's always a guy at these conferences that I do that I'm like, that guy knows Sasquatch. I want to talk to him. And this one dude kept asking me questions that were so smart. Do they do this? Do they follow the elk? Do they eat the elk and herd them? Like he kept asking me these questions. When they walk, when they run, why is it only a half foot? You can't be asking me those questions and not know Sasquatch. I remember telling Jeff, go latch onto that dude. He's from Ohio and he knows Sasquatch. He knows something. He's got some Sasquatch stuff happening. You need to get a hold of that guy. And she snuck off after he asked me like 10 amazing questions. And you just can't know that stuff. I mean, so much of what he asked me is just not public and not known. And you literally, with me, I'm the guy where, man, I've seen so much with Sasquatch, even theorized things about Sasquatch that are coming to fruition. As an example, let me talk about this. So the macaque, who's a primate, they're that Japanese macaque. They live in cold weather, probably one of the few, if not the only cold weather primate that exists in the world today, with the exception of Sasquatch. But what we've theorized, or what I theorize about Sasquatch, is around the waist, the macaque has extra layers of body fat. So if you see them thermally, they show up everywhere, but around the waist, it's a little darker because there's extra fat there. And that has to do with digestion. You have to have heat and warmth. Even reptiles have this, where they can't digest until there's warmth. They need warmth to go and digest things. And mammals are no different. So there's extra layers of fat insulation around the waist, even though there's not so much fat around the rest of the body per se, or where the hair is, there's excessive amounts of it around the waist. That is correct. I can't tell you why I know that yet, but it's coming out. How I know that thermally, Sasquatch have they have less heat coming from around their waist as opposed to the rest of their whole body, just around their waist, like the macaque. So, but there's things like that they're so profound and amazing, and so much stuff coming out. So the discovery is really moving forward, guys, like so fast. So I always want more, like being done expeditions for the year. I want more. I wanted thermal drone stuff. I wanted more. I wanted more, but I got so much. I can't sit here. I'd have to be such an ass to go, well, they gave me all this. Like they taught me lessons. Oh my God. They just schooled me and I learned so much. And you know what? You know what the Sasquatch are too? They're they're hard, man. It's a hard life. They live survival of the fittest. And I had a thing where I was like, but me, and they went, you can do it. Don't be a pansy. Go kick some ass. Go be Todd Standing. Go get it done. Don't make excuses. This is your way. It's the hard way. Do it. And I went, okay. I just wanted an easier way. Nope, you're not gonna get it. You can, and you know you can. It's been done. Go do it. Go make it happen. Go manifest. Go show us your power. Go be light and shine the way you can. And man, I love that. I love being taught that way. I love those kind of hard lessons. And that was my lesson this year, is I have to, there's the way I have to do things is through me. And I can do it and I will do it. I just have to really shine bright and have love and positivity and knowing and be confident and go explode like I've done in the past, but bigger than ever before. So y'all need to know, like, was it 4 or 5 times in the media? I've been just international headlines. When that happens this time, it'll be a whole different ball game. It'll it'll change the world forever when I explode into the next level. The way society is now, like media, CNN, BBC, they have no power anymore. Local media, who the hell believes that crap? They are such a bunch of liars, especially here in Canada. There's so much deception. There are good reporters out there, but if you think that the media really cares about you, like the the COVID report sponsored by Pfizer, I don't care what your perspective is on the shot and all that stuff. If you don't think that's a conflict of interest, Pfizer makes money. The COVID report, sponsored by Pfizer, guess what? It was all about why you should go get the shot. Well, that's what Pfizer wants you to do. What kind of horse crap is that? What kind of garbage? That's our media. That was CNN. And there's 1,000 examples of that, especially here in Canada. The media is funded by the government, and they do what the government says. They're 67% funded by the government. What? Why? Because the government has a message. We're controlled media. And if you really think that the government has your best interest in mind, you and I strongly disagree. Strongly disagree. Respect if you think that the presidents and the governments and all these people that run things really care about you. I don't see that. I don't feel it. I just don't think it's that way. So I've seen too much evidence to the contrary, and it hurts my heart to say that, but I just don't have much faith in the majority of politicians here in Alberta. We have an amazing lady who I'm really starting to believe in, and I wish that all upon you. We have a politician, believe it or not, Daniel Smith, that I actually really like, and I really believe in her, and I think she's got the best interests at heart for doing things for our province here in Canada, Alberta. I'm very excited to say that, but for the majority of it, like Justin Trudeau, he's a scumbag, you know. And I'm not going to get politics, but anyways, enough of that. My apologies. So they're playing hide and seek with humans. Fabian, I appreciate your perspective, and I think you're just kind of having fun with that. But I don't think they're playing so much. I think it's very serious, and I believe that to discover a Sasquatch, you need to be Mindspeak. You need to speak their language to discover them, and that's what we need to do. So, and they do play. Sure, they play. They like to have who doesn't like to play? So, hello, Sarah. Thanks for tuning in today. Aloha from Hawaii. Whew, I would love to go to Hawaii. I need a vacation. They're playing hide and seek. I saw that. Hello, Andy. We used to have Bigfoot store with. We used to, yeah. Don't worry about that stuff right now, guys. We'll figure some stuff out. So cool, interested, says Jason J Pride. Somebody with some Kadal fancy writing I can't read. I often wonder what the lifespan of a Sasquatch is. Wonder if Patty may still be alive. I don't think so. So my theories have been going all over the place. So it started out, I go dentition, right? Teeth go rotten and you can't survive. We see that with elephants, we see that with bears, blah blah blah. But then I found out that the decay of teeth in humans used to be not 1/10 as bad as it is now because of the sugar content, fructose, corn, all these sweets that we're having has literally decreased our dentition life by 10 times. So theoretically, a primate like Sasquatch, maybe their teeth could last till 70. I used to think maybe 50, 60 max. Now I'm thinking maybe 70, maybe 80. The other problem is, though, is a bigger dog doesn't live as long as a smaller dog. They are a subspecies of us according to the DNA. Don't be mad at me when I say that. That's what the DNA says. And I can see that. They're our closest living relative. You can't argue that. So they're so much bigger. And, it still takes them 18, 19 years to get that big, according to what my research shows. They're still growing at that age. I believe they stop growing around 18, just like a human being, just like a gorilla. So with that being said, since they're so much bigger, wouldn't they live less time? So maybe it's back down to 50. So these are just my theories that I'm working on. And I love input from people. Um, so, but I just wouldn't think like right now. I mean, it's huge disparity, but I would think between 50 and 70 years old on average. So they do live in the wilderness, right? And remember, gorillas that live in captivity, orangutans, chimpanzees, when they live in captivity, they live longer lives. Why? Because the wilderness is tremendously stressful and difficult, and it has no sympathy for weakness. It's strong survive. And the Sasquatch have to abide by those rules. They live with Darwinism. Only the strong survive with Sasquatch. If you're weak, you don't survive. So at least that's what my research shows. So please subscribe. Thank you, Andy. I have access to over 420. My God, 420 videos. 420. Don't 420 the videos. So boom, that's what the Sasquatch call themselves. Thank you. And that Kendall from Florida had an experience in the Appalachian Mountains. Appalachian Mountains. That's fantastic. Hello, Kim. Boom. Expeditions booked. Well, expeditions are booked for people that are coming back. I sure would like you back, Kim. Um, we just loved having you, Ashley. Just really enjoyed working with you. So, uh, if you'd like to come back, Kim, we would like to have you. So it's just as simple as that. So, and there's like James and Darren and Jason and there's like Logan. There's a list of people that just come back. You guys are coming back. I just assume that. So we're just going to work it out. So and so uh, Kim, you impressed Ashley and myself so much. We just expect you to come back. We'd hope for you to come back. I'd be disappointed if you didn't come back. And there are actually, I have been surprised. There are some brothers that we just became like blood brothers that came out this last year. Like Logan, Matt, and Dan are coming back this year. I was shocked. So that's why I say do apply. You never know what can happen. Some people and life happens. Some people get family emergencies and stuff, it happens. I have 30 people coming out. There is issues. So I do fill spots. So, and you can go to the website discoveringbigfoot.org and go have a look there and apply there if you'd like. And if you want it, you'll get it. Be patient. Stuff happens. So manifest it, work it out, have your success. Approximately how many years until the discovery is accepted in the mainstream? Citizen scientist? Oh God. 3 years ago, I said 3 years. So, you know, I try. I fight for it. And I can't sit here and be hard on myself about it too much. I just fight for it every year. Dozens of people every year come out with me and discover Sasquatch, and go to the next level of the discovery process and learn more and grow and expand. And you know, explosions will happen, big media will happen. We just keep moving forward and do the best we can. But maybe next year. I don't know. I'll tell you something. I don't think it's happening in the next 6 months. I need to be out in the bush. So, no wind blowing, no birds, no insects, nothing was making sound. This is uh, Randall from Florida talking about something to do with the Sasquatch. That's cool. I got in my Jeep and left. So if you have Bigfootencounter at gmail.com, if you have a story, I'd like to hear about it, please. Let's go down here. Question: what are your experiences with young or smaller Sasquatch? How's it go? Ooh. So this is the sound a young Sasquatch has made on multiple occasions in Montana, British Columbia, and Alberta. I've heard young Sasquatch go, what? And then add this at the end. So it's what? That's a sound that I've heard them make. My experiences are I get scared. I know the parents are around and they got these young Sasquatch running around getting too close, and I think it's dangerous, and I didn't enjoy it. I never heard a young Sasquatch around. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. I was like, I go leave. Bye. I want it. It's like bear cubs and a bear. And maybe that's a bad analogy. It is a bad analogy because they're not bear-like. They're communal, and maybe I should be flattered. It's just something I've never gotten over. It hasn't happened to me in quite a few years, but to my knowledge, anyways. So I haven't had young Sasquatch around me in quite some time. It's usually it happens when I get way back country, close to their main areas, like way, way, way back country, like days and days of hiking into the wilderness where you can't get there any other way. That's where the younger ones kind of seem to come around me, and yeah, I just don't want it. So I don't want it. I'm going to be transparent. I want an older Sasquatch. I want a Sasquatch with wisdom and knowledge and guidance. I don't want some young 3, 4-year-old, five. I don't want that at all. I'm not interested. I just leave. It's just not my thing, and I just think it's potentially dangerous, and I just don't want to do it. And maybe that's a downfall of mine. I should rethink that. But that's just how I feel. So, and and every time that'll happen, I'll rethink it and reanalyze it and see what I'm going to do about it. So, step by step. Hello, Logan, Todd, the body. Howdy. Talk about how you meditated and your thought process. So, oh, yeah, I meditate a lot. I mean, that's part of my spirituality. I do that on expedition. Man, I got so good at it. I just went to the next level this year where I could just sit down, shut my mind off, and become so. Normally, I think most people can understand this. When you close your eyes and you show serenity, your mind's talking. It's like a speaker. There's always chirp 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 chirp. This thing going on in your head. When you can shut that off, turn your mind from a speaker into a microphone. You start receiving information. You start receiving inspiration from the universe, and then the Sasquatch can talk to you. You can't listen when you're talking, can you? Maybe you can. I can't, especially in my mind. So that's what I do is I shut my mind off. I just get into this place of zen and serenity, calm and peace, stop thinking, and then the Sasquatch are able to communicate with me through Mindspeak. And and in that state, when they latch on to me because they're so good with mind speaking, they're experts. That's their primary form of a communication is mind speaking and telepathy. Once they hook on me, then I can have that back and forth, right? I listen, they talk, I listen, and literally, how do they talk? They don't use English, they don't use words. What they do is they send an image, like let's say I sent you an image of my daughter, and then they attach an emotion to it. So if I send you an image of my daughter and you feel how much I love her and how precious she is to me, you go, oh, that's your daughter, right? Oh my God, you sure love her. Oh my God, she means so much to you, right? If I send you an image of the jerk down the street who ticks me off all the time by playing loud music, there's no such person. But I'd send you that a video of that person moving around, and then I would show you I would attach the emotion of dislike or annoyance to that person, and then they would understand that. So that's how they're mind speaking with me, and that's how I have to even translate for other people when they're mind speaking with me and other people to other people, and other people aren't able to perceive it. My translations are based on that. So I see a video and I emotion. I see an expeditioner, John Joe, walking around, and the Sasquatch is like, oh, I like that guy. Man, he is like special and amazing, and I'm very drawn to him. So I'll tell that to the expeditioner. Hey, this Sasquatch really likes you. And the other thing too is when I get a vision, like, so it'll be in the trees. I'll see Expeditioner John Doe walking around, but I see him through the trees, through the eyes of a Sasquatch, which is amazing, right? And the guy will be walking, and whoop, and then the guy will look, oh, is there a Sasquatch over there? And he, walks over, comes in. So I see all this. I see that that event transpiring in the mind of a Sasquatch, but then the emotions attached to it, the excitement, the positivity, the way they like this person, and then I communicate that to them, and that's really how Mindspeak is such an incredible, wonderful gift. The craziest thing about Mindspeak is you can't say what to don't do. You can't do that. They don't do doesn't make any sense. What do I mean? Watch this. Don't think blue. Don't think blue. Stop thinking about blue. Don't you ever put blue in your mind. And the whole time I said that, you were thinking about blue. Blue comes into your mind. So you can't say don't. Animals and Sasquatch and mind speakers don't understand don't. They understand do. So you have to learn to communicate through do. They learn this with dolphins. You can't punish a dolphin when you train it. You can only use positive reinforcement. You can't talk to an animal or a Sasquatch through don't or won't or can't. They don't understand that. And that makes them so powerful, doesn't it? They don't have that paradigm, right? So I don't have much more time for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the question, Logan. So let me do a big scroll down. Oh my God, look at all these awesome questions. Ashley's gonna be so mad at me when I didn't go through. There's 100 questions here. Ryan Teller, when I seen it just before the infrasound, it has a monkey-like face. You're talking about it. So if you have an encounter, Ryan Taylor, bigfootencounter@gmail.com. There's so much going on here. And even China, what did China say? China said, step into a new world, a new you, a you who can easily interact with other species. Let's appreciate each other. This is why Kim gets to come back. She's so damn wise. So Kim is um, got psychology background, and what's amazing too is so the conventional psychology is really what I learned back in the 2000s and 1999 to 2002 when I studied it. It still seemed very archaic, and now it's very much more self-help. It's like Tony Robbins and Jack Canfield mixed in with science and real research, behavioral psychology. That's amazing. So I really appreciated the way Kim seemed like very even like Dr. Phil. At times I've seen him do work that was really impressive and very dad like, like, but tried, tested, and true, almost kind of like old school, you know. And Kim was a lot like that, and we learned a lot from her. It was wonderful to have her around. So, and so many people like that I could talk about that just pass off information to us so brilliantly. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. Look at all these questions. Oh my God, I'm scrolling. So, Ash K, appreciate you, Andy. So Ashley's on. Hi, Andy. Hello, Lenita. Oh my God, we should just do like 2 hour shows. So also one, so there's discoveringbigfoot.org. If you just wait a minute, Andy will put up a link where we got to do better with you know what, Andy and my web guy Phil, we got to do better with the chat rooms and stuff, because we're going to expand so much. I want cooperation. I want chatting going on. I want people talking to one another. I want Ontarians talking to Ontarians and Floridians talking with Floridians, and this it's a powerful place to cooperate, and that's what the Discovering Bigfoot cooperation is about. And I really want to enhance that and have that grow. So ash cases. I love the salvia scent, amazing for pain. Like just so what's happening here is James Penner is expanding and growing as he does. Made this amazing salve. Um, it's like an ointment, and it was just amazing, fantastic stuff. So uh, I love the way that it's seeing all these friends and personal colleagues and all these people that are growing with me, expanding. Excuse me, in wonderful, beautiful ways. So congratulations on that. And yeah, Washington State off. That's the last comment is here. Old fashioned heart. I will be in Washington State. So yeah, I just made the deal. Um, and I'm really excited about that. If you have a show idea too, I'd be. There's some states that I really like. Ashley was talking about Alabama today, man, and then Bill and Brett are from Alabama, or Brett's in Alabama. Bill wants to go to outside Alabama, Tennessee. Florida is calling to me a lot. There's so many. My God, and then if I missed your state, I apologize. There's just so many places I'd like to go. So call your you guys are literally I dubbed the boop discovering Bigfoot cooperation. If you have a suggestion, um let's work it out. If you'd like me to go to a conference and speak somewhere, I'm very interested in expanding and growing. So if you have an idea for that, send an email to the website, and even send an email to the governances that do these shows. I'm very interested in expanding. Eventually, at one point, I'm just going to do the Discovering Bigfoot seminars. I'm going to travel with people all over the United States. I mean, I just literally, at this point, I just have dozens of incredible men and women that can just speak and have incredible encounters and talk about what's going on and what we've discovered and the expansion of that. Like, just it would be like you know, a Sasquatch informational festival like you never even dreamed of, because there's so many amazing people that and of course I would want Jeff Meldrum because he's such an amazing, incredible guy. But we could really do an incredible show, and I'd like to tour that. So that's coming. Lots of expansion, lots coming. Thank you so much for your support. I immensely appreciate it. Y'all take care of yourselves. Uh, Remember the first minutes of this where I talked about your health and your wellness and how much that matters to all of us here. We all care about one another. Everybody, you guys all matter to me so much. And you know what that message is? I want to end it with this. That's a message from Sabe. Sabe wants you to take care of yourself. Sabe wants you to love yourself. And you can't meet Sabe and you don't get to discover Sabe until you learn to get rid of those paradigms and love yourself and grow and expand. And that starts physically, starts with your eating habits, it starts with your exercise and how you take care of yourself and how you love yourself. So that is a critical component to the discovery of Sasquatch. So, and this is coming from me, and I guarantee you, every expeditioner that's ever had success with me, all these men and women are going to go, yeah, it's huge. It's vastly important. And so I want you all to end with that today. Just please go take care of yourself. Please eat good, healthy drinking water, clean, excellent food. Stop eating the junk. Get disciplined, because we care about you, and I want you all to be part of this discovery process. And so does Sabe. So thank you so much, y'all. Take care of yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.